Raphael, man. Welcome to the Bang Show. Everybody had a great summer? Yeah, because I did have a great summer when he got caught up by the indictment of Donald Trump for the second time by the special counsel Jack Smith. Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene called to serve bitches on the Capitol floor. The White House has been found cocaine on their premise. And we're going to close the story today with a Kylian Mbappe visit to the greatest city of the world at this point of Cameroon. So without wasting any time, with all these news going fast, let's bang the news. Let's kick things off with the President's Day indictment of Donald Trump, the second one by the special counsel Jack Smith. You see, Tuesday before the indictment, we saw the special counsel Jack Smith walk into his office with a Subway sandwich. I knew that. He was about to drop something. Because it's no way possible you eat a Subway sandwich in the morning and you don't drop nothing in the evening. I know that by experience. Subway, eat fresh. But now, since I was on vacation when the news broke, let me recreate the scene of Jack Smith when the news broke. Brother Laws? Because we gotta recreate the news by testing the news.
Tonight, breaking news. Former President Donald Trump has been indicted for the second time. Mr. Trump now facing federal charges for his handling of classified documents. A federal grand jury indicting him on 7 counts brought by special counsel Jack Smith. The former president already facing separate, unrelated indictments in New York. Mr. Trump expected in federal court in Miami.
That's right. But after being indicted by the special counsel Jack Smith, he decided to go on Fox and say, hey, it was no paper, it was no classified document. What you guys talking about? Why you guys tripping?
I don't want to dwell on it, but according to the indictment, you were here at Bedminster on July 21st, 2021, after you're no longer president, and you were recorded saying that you had a document detailing a plan of attack on another country that was prepared by the U.S. military for you when you were president. The Iran attack plan. You remember that?
Ready?
You were recorded.
It wasn't a document.
Okay.
I had lots of paper. I had copies of newspaper articles. I had copies of magazines.
I know. This is specifically a quote. You're quoted on the recording saying the document was secret, adding that you could have declassified it while you were president, but, quote, now I can't. You know this is still secret, highly confidential. And the indictment cites the recording and the testimony from people in the room saying you showed it to people there that day. So you say on this, on tape.
Is this just the
We all the lawyer Trump have at this point, I believe that someone should at least tell him, hey, you can just shut the hell up. It's not that hard. What? I've been told that it's too late because he's on tape.
bad, sick people?
That was your coup, you know, against you.
Well, it started right at the
like
beginning.
when Millie's talking about, oh, you were going to try to do a coup. No, they were trying to do that before you even were sworn in.
That's right.
Trying to overthrow your election.
Well, with Millie, let me see that. I'll show you an example. He said that I wanted to attack Iran. Isn't it amazing? I have a big pile of papers. This thing just came out. Look. This was him. They presented me this. This is off the record, but they presented me this. This was him. This was the Defense Department and him.
Wow.
We looked at him. This was him. This wasn't done by me. This was him. All sorts of stuff. It's pages long. Look. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Wait a minute.
Yeah?
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know. Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. By the way, isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
You still have those tapes with you in New Jersey. That's incredible. But who keep with Donald Trump for some tapes? We know he don't really do good on tape. But anyway, the conversation ended up with something I believe we all need right now.
It's incredible, right?
No,
Hey, bring some Cokes in, please.
Can we have a Coke? One along, please. Thank you. Easy, 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 easy. I think you. Oh, thank you. At the meeting between time in Capitol Hill, the Republican had a hearing on John Durham, the special counsel appointed by Bill Barr, former Attorney General, to investigate the investigator, whatever that is. He put the 4 years report out there and nobody went to jail. So the Republican was not thrilled.
Mr. Dolan, I will quote excerpts from your report describing the FBI actions in Trump's case. You call them sobering, I call them alarming. Rapid opening, made no sense, no sound reason, no explanation, difficult to explain, no follow-up, uncorroborated evidence, unevaluated information, rumors and speculations, thin intelligence, exculpatory statements were not included, misrepresentation of the recorded conversation, noticeable departure, not using typical tools, serious lack of rigor, choose to ignore red flags, unwarranted delay, ignore nearly all recommendations, didn't disclose intelligence, not inform of inconsistencies, did not give appropriate attention to facts, did not adequately examine, did not receive satisfactory explanation, was not informed, never corrected assertion, never advised, never been apprised, never gave appropriate consideration, no further action, failed to make known, failed to act, failed to follow logical leads, failed to interview, failed to revise the paperwork, failed to take even the basic steps, failed to determine, failed to provide, failed to integrate, failed to fully exploit the materials, failed to critically analyze information, failed to properly consider, failed to correct errors, ignored contrary evidence, was never brought to the attention, intentionally falsifying material documents, fabricated the allegation, omission of material fact, numerous significant defects, 17 material errors and omissions, inaccurate representation, deliberately shut down, told not to write and provide findings orally, incorrectly noted, missed another opportunity, omitted email, omitted information, did not corroborate, never sought to obtain records, resisted efforts, conflicting recollection, troubling failure of recollection, not in a single FBI employee, curious change in assessment, key players declined to be interviewed, lacked sufficient probable cause, frustration on the part of investigators, sense of betrayal, highly unusual instruction, director was really shocking, and the list goes on. Do you believe that justice has been served?
Can we bring some Coke one more time, please? I believe she got a Coke after that hearing. But since she was taking too long, Representative Matt Gaetz decided to cut it down to the chase.
Hard to say who Mifsud is. He's the guy who started the whole thing. We've known it for years. Go ahead and play the video.
When the special counsel's office interviewed Mifsud, did he lie to you guys too?
Can't get into that.
Did you interview Mifsud?
Can't get into that.
Is Mifsud Western intelligence or Russian intelligence?
Can't get into that.
Well, I'm reading from your report. Mifsud told Papadopoulos. Papadopoulos tells the diplomat tells the FBI opens the investigation July 31st, 2016, and here we are 3 years later, July of 2019, the country's been put through this, and the central figure who launches it all lies to us, and you guys don't hunt him down and interview him again, and you don't charge him with a crime. Maybe a better course of action is to figure out how the false accusation started. Maybe it's to go back and actually figure out why Joseph Mifsud was lying to the FBI. And here's the good news. Here's the good news. That's exactly what Bill Barr is doing. And thank goodness for that. That's exactly what the Attorney General and John Durham are doing.
Well, Mr. Durham, was that what you were doing?
I'm sorry, is that what?
Was finding out who Mifsud was what you were doing?
We pursued that avenue, yes.
Right, but was he... This whole thing was an op, Mr. Durham. This wasn't like a bumbling, fumbling FBI that like couldn't get FISA straight. They ran an op. So who put Mifsud in play? You don't know, do you?
I do not know that. I can't give you the
For
answer.
years, you had years to find out the answer to what Mr. Jordan said was the seminal question, and you don't have it. And it just begs the question, what's this all been about?
Yeah. I agree with presented to my day. What was this all about? Bullshit. I'm sorry, man. Sorry to cut you off. Keep going.
Well, I'm not exactly sure the import of your question. If your question is, did we try to locate and interview Mr. Mifsud, the answer is yes.
Why didn't you subpoena?
We expended...
Wait, why didn't you subpoena him to a grand jury?
I'm sorry, why not?
Why didn't you send him a grand jury subpoena?
Mr. Mifsud? You'd have to find Mr. Mifsud before you could serve a grand jury subpoena on him.
You guys were out in Italy. Was it you and Bill Barr looking for authentic pasta over there, or Mifsud?
No. They went to search for Italy. We Anthony Stucci for CNN. Meanwhile, at the White House, the Secret Service has found another bag of cocaine. And they're not really pleased about it.
There are a lot of questions tonight after the Secret Service found what's believed to be a bag of cocaine at the White House. Sources tell CBS News it was discovered in a common workspace in the West Wing on Sunday night. The area is accessible to tour groups. Now, the Secret Service is investigating just how it got there. The president and his family were at Camp David Sunday night.
Okay, now I understand why they call it the White House. But honestly, and you see how they're trying to cut down the conspiracy theory about Hunter Biden by saying, hey, the Biden was not in town when it happened. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. That's what she meant. I'm telling you. That's what she meant. Because she knew already where everything was going, so that's why they put the statement, the first day the news happened. That was for a reason. By the way, why they tripping about a small bag of cocaine? What did they expect? I mean, for real. What did they expect?
The Secret Service has ended its investigation into the cocaine found in the West Wing of the White House, obviously. It didn't have fingerprints, and there was no suspect, no leads, so that's that, according to two sources familiar with the investigation talking to CNN. The Secret Service also issued an official statement saying that there's no surveillance footage found that provided investigative leads or other ways for investigators to identify who the cocaine might have belonged to.
Oh crap. That was unexpected. I guess we're going to end up in the mysteries stories of the White House. Let's close the show today with the greatest of all the time in the soccer field. Kylian Mbappe with his 3 days visit in his original country, the one and only Cameroon. He decided to go down there and went to the village, have fun with his peers. He had time to connect with the ancestors. Yeah, because we're not gonna go there. The last time Trevor Noah questioned the original nationality of a soccer player, he was in trouble. So I'm not gonna do that today. And when it happened, he had the time to go see Joachim Noah and Francis Ngannou, the greatest, the champ of the UFC heavyweight at the moment. And also Francis Ngannou, I see how we get prepared for that fight. We already know the end of the story at that point. Francis is unbeatable. I'm just letting you know right now. But also, as Kylian Mbappe went to Cameroon, this is the time to go in Cameroon back to the motherland with the Bang Enterprise .net. But not for 2 or 3 days, for 10 days. Everything included. From your airfare, hotel, and food, and the club. It don't get better than that. So now, subscribe and always come on YouTube to check the bangenterprise.net so we can keep the African eyes in American politics. It was a pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege to be with you this evening. Thank you and take care. Stay safe.